Okay, so we've all seen this quote from Nikola Tesla, right? It's everywhere, and yeah, it's launched 1,000 different theories about free energy, ancient technology, hidden frequencies, you name it. It's kind of become the starting point for this massive online treasure hunt.
And the general consensus, the popular theory, is that Tesla was pointing us towards some kind of machine. A physical device, something that could tap into all that limitless energy floating around the universe. Maybe a Tesla coil the size of a planet.
But what if that's the ultimate misdirection? A perfect red herring designed to keep us all looking for nuts and bolts, for hardware, when the real secret, the whole time, has been in the software. The actual code that's running what we think of as reality.
Because, get this, according to the data we're looking at, Tesla's 3, 6, and 9, that isn't the key, it's the distraction. The real decryption key is a completely different set of numbers. It's 27, 37, and 73. These are the variables we need to crack open the source code of history.
All right, so let's go back to that Tesla quote. But this time, let's stop treating it as a friendly guide. Let's treat it for what it might actually be, a glitch. A single breadcrumb left in the official story that points to a much, much deeper system running in the background.
And that system, it all starts with our first key, a number that acts kind of like a checksum. In programming, a checksum is just a little piece of data you use to make sure a file hasn't been corrupted. Well, in this case, it seems to be verifying the integrity of the timeline itself. And that number is 27. Now, the crucial thing to understand here is that 27 isn't just some random number pulled out of a hat. No, our analysis treats it as a universal constant. Think of it like a value that's been hard-coded, burned right into the fabric of some really key historical periods. So, where does this number even come from? Well, the logic is rooted in some really ancient numerology. If the number 3 represents the Trinity, right, a perfect divine unit, then 3 cubed, which is 3 times 3 times 3, that gets you to 27. It's seen as the Trinity of the Trinity. Basically, a mathematical symbol for absolute divine perfection. And look, this isn't just some abstract theory. This code starts popping up in the data. I mean, why are there exactly 27 books in the New Testament? Is that just a coincidence? Or is it the same code that we see embedded in the timeline of the Roman Empire?
Okay, let's look at the data log for what they call the Roman matrix. From the moment Tiberius becomes emperor in 14 AD to the day Caligula is assassinated in 41 AD, that's exactly 27 years. Then, from that assassination to Nero's suicide in 68 AD, you guessed it, another perfect 27-year block. It's like a repeating timestamp, a checksum, just validating the timeline again and again.
But this universal constant, this 27, it's only one part of the algorithm. If 27 is what provides the stability, the next layer of the code is what provides the actual structure. This is what we're calling the key pair, two prime numbers that seem to generate the historical matrix itself, and those numbers are 37 and 73. And the source for this key pair? It's found in the very first line of the Bible, Genesis 1:1. Now, for this analysis, we're not going to treat this as a religious statement. We're going to treat it as a data file, a compressed file that needs to be decrypted. And the tool we're using to decrypt it is called Gematria. It's an ancient system where every letter in a language, in this case Hebrew, has a corresponding number. It's a way to find the hidden mathematical signature of a piece of text. So here's what happens. You run the numbers on the original Hebrew text of Genesis 1:1. The total value you get back is 2701. Okay, so then you decompile that number, you break it down, and you find it has only two factors. And what are they? The prime numbers 37 and 73. Boom! There's your generating key pair. And just look at the elegance of the code here. This isn't just two random prime numbers, 37 and 73. They're perfect mirror images of each other. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. It suggests a deliberate, almost holographic design. And just like that 27 checksum we saw in Rome, this 3773 generating set, it's not a one-off thing. The same pattern allegedly appears in the Merovingian dynasty, the Frankish Empire. The reigns and deaths of key figures seem to align with these same precise intervals of 37 or 73 years. It just keeps showing. So, what does this all mean when we put it together? It means we have to stop looking at history as just this chaotic, random series of events. We have to start seeing it as the output of a very deliberate, hidden algorithm. So here's the code, laid out plain and simple. You've got your universal constant,
27, that provides the stable foundation. Then you have your holographic generating set, 37 and 73, which provides the dynamic structure. And what's the result of this program? A reality that looks and feels organic, but is actually mathematically constructed from the ground up.
And this, right here, is the core claim of this entire analysis, that what we call history isn't the product of chance or politics or economics, it's a generated reality. It's running out of very specific mathematical logic.
Which brings us full circle, right back to where we started, free energy. Because if history is a program, you have to ask, what's powering it? Well, the answer, according to this theory, is something way more profound than just electricity.
See, most people are searching for physical energy from a machine, right? Something to power our gadgets. But the source code theory suggests that the real free energy is the logos, the creative power of word and number. This is an energy that powers a light bulb. This is the energy that generates and sustains the entire timeline itself.
So the free energy that's actually running this matrix, it isn't coming from some hidden machine buried in a pyramid. It's coming from us. The data suggests it's our collective belief, our shared acceptance of the official story. That's what's providing the processing power to keep this whole program running.
And that leaves us with one final and kind of terrifying question. If our history, our entire reality is just a program built on a code that we're only now beginning to read, then who's to say it can't be debugged, or maybe even rewritten?